Hi, and thank you for being here this Friday. It's October the 4th, feels a little more like it today. No significant changes to your weather forecast, a few tweaks for temperatures and shower chances, but still following along the same lines. Still waiting for a much stronger cold front for the latter half of your weekend that could give us some rain that we desperately need. We'll talk about that. On that note, a word of warning for a lot of folks. Man, what a weekend it would be, certainly tomorrow, to be down around the Natural Bridge area and the Gorge, but some of that's going to be off limits, so we want to pass that along. We'll let you know why, and of course, it's weather related, as you can well imagine. A quick update on the Big Sandy Jail Board meeting from earlier in the week. We'll talk about a proposed pay increase for all employees, some other benefits, so to speak, and how they're proposing to try to collect some more money. Over $3 million owed to the jail over the course of its lifetime for non-payment of fees. We'll cover that. I'll cover an arrest out of Johnson County from Paintsville Police in just a few seconds. And that's pretty much going to be our show before I leave you for the weekend, which, like I think I've referred to on a couple of occasions, under normal circumstances, the latter half filled with clouds and showers is not so depressing or dreary at all. It's going to be kind of nice maybe to have a nice rainy fall day. So with that, we'll talk about that in just a few seconds. Right now, there was an arrest made at the behest of Paintsville Police. Just another situation indicating that the drug problem is serious in nature, and you never know where you're going to encounter it. For one caller to the Paintsville Police Department, it was in the Paintsville Walmart, where where a woman was said to be manifestly under the influence of drugs that she admitted to taking. Her erratic behavior also continued all the way to the Big Sandy Jail. The Paintsville Police Department got a call yesterday afternoon at around 1 o'clock that there was a woman acting extremely erratic inside the Paintsville Walmart, scaring and alarming many of the customers who were there shopping. The call said that this woman was attempting to sell books, talking out of her head, and appeared highly erratic and under the influence while she was inside the store. As soon as officers arrived, they found that she was exhibiting extreme signs of being under the influence, and after being placed under arrest, she admitted to taking medication, but stated that she'd only taken 2 drops of it being unknown. But authorities said that based on her conduct inside the store and causing the alarm, she was believed to have been a danger to herself and others if she'd left unattended. So they took her into custody, and on their way to the police cruiser, she started to scream about going to jail, yelling at the top of her lungs. And then while inside the cruiser, she changed her tune and then wanted to stop to get some chicken nuggets and go find Pinky, whoever Pinky is. Mary Lou Setzer was charged with public intoxication, excluding alcohol of a controlled substance, and disorderly conduct in the 2nd degree. And if you're planning on getting out this weekend and seeing some sights tomorrow on a beautiful fall weather day, well, parts of the gorge are not going to be accessible. Most of them are around the Sky Bridge area, not so much. The gorge has as have been other parts of Kentucky, the site of several forest fires, and we're talking about so far about 500 acres or so, which have burned in the Daniel Boone National Forest, and authorities are battling those blazes. They have help from other states. They've also cordoned off some portions of the gorge and the Skybridge area, certainly one of them. And they're also trying to remind everyone about still all the things that it has to offer this weekend, but certainly some do's and don'ts and cautions. And the incoming problem that's going to add to the already existing issues with all of these fires are winds associated with this cold front that's, not going to give us any showers. It's knocking temperatures down, but there's also some winds that have been associated on the front of that cold front, and then on the back side of it is too. And it just takes a little bit of a wind, 12 to 15 miles per hour, with a gust upwards of 20 or so today to really make some serious problems and add a lot of insult to injury. So that's their newest concern. That being Kentucky fire officials, getting a lot of help from firemen and women from other parts of the country who have made their way to Slade and parts of eastern Kentucky to help fight these fires, all of which were caused by a campfire or human error. The campfire that caused the one at Sky Bridge was just that, a campfire that was left unattended or got out of control. It escaped. That area is currently closed to the public at Sky Bridge while firefighters continue to work to establish fire containment lines there. So please avoid the Sky Bridge area until further notice. Now, all of Highway 17 in the gorge remains open to public vehicles. And a friendly reminder is that campfires are currently banned in the general forest area and in dispersed, non-developed recreation areas, such as the Red River Gorge. Now, campfires are allowed, but only in the developed recreation areas of the Daniel Boone National Forest, where the Division of Forestry has those metal and concrete fire rings or grills that are installed. Now, there's also in the Red River Gorge backcountry rock circles for campfires. Those have been placed there by users and not Forest Service developed. So those are not allowed to be used at this time. And in fact, law enforcement officials have put out nearly 20 illegal campfires in the gorge in just the past few days that have been left abandoned and left smoldering. So there are some areas, but very limited few, where you can have a campfire if you're planning on going to the gorge this weekend. I'll be right back. We have finally done it. After years and years of extensive testing, we not only invented the chicken sandwich, we have perfected the chicken sandwich. Come and try it and love it with a big, famous dip, breast strip, pickles and mayonnaise, or however you like it fixed. And if you like, make it a double. Just make your way to Lee's to get it and grab a cookie while you're there. At your Sayersville Lee's famous recipe, where even our ice is famous. Getting the best deal on the best tires with the best service has never been easier. Just log on to ConleyTire.net, check out the latest rebates, sales, and promotions, pick out the tires you want, and email, call, or come by. For huge savings from the family who's been proudly serving the area for over 32 years. Conley Tire in Staffordsville, 297-2424. You're going to absolutely fall in love with all the new arrivals at the seasonal shop, from all the autumn colors and styles in ladies' designs, shoes and accessories, Charlie Page, Mud Pie, you know the name brands, to jewelry, Simply Southern, Natural Life, caps, cups, and more, to rooms of home decor. And all you'll need to decorate for the fall and Halloween seasons, plus everything from coffees to candles, but hurry, because everything Christmas is already arriving daily and will be out soon, and fall will be gone before you know it. At Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop in downtown Sayersville. Whether it's diabetes, arthritis, or injury causing you foot and ankle problems, or excruciating pain in your heel that's often easily treatable, Dr. Cheryl Cheney has over 21 years in group and private practice as one of the region's leading podiatrists, and she's now practicing right here in Sayersville. Dr. Cheryl Stalder Cheney is now seeing new patients, young and old, at Hope Family Podiatry Center in Sayersville, just next to the Lee's Famous Recipe. Call for an appointment today. At Sayersville National Bank, they know your house is much more than your home. It's an investment, and for many of us, the biggest we'll ever make. And whether it's for needed repairs and maintenance, or a new addition or renovation to give you some more room and more equity, let Sayersville National Bank deal with all the financial work and worry. Real and real competitive, hometown, homegrown, home improvement loans at Sayersville National. We'll wrap up our local governmental meeting coverage for the week with tonight's coverage of the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center Jail Authority Board. Early in the meeting, some good news to all employees of the jail: pay raises, an increase of 2.5%, which will take effect the 1st of January. The board also approved supplying or providing hepatitis vaccinations to employees at no cost to employees. They also briefly went over the fiscal year audit presented by Wells & Company. It had no findings or issues, and a good audit was presented before the board. From there, though, they did talk about revenue and how the board is owed a substantial amount of money over the course of the lifetime of the jail is owed rather, and how they're going to actually lower those fees that aren't being paid in an effort to try to increase the number of them that are. And there was also discussion about trying to collect booking fees. Over the life of the jail, they are owed more than $3,041,000 in unpaid booking fees at $130 for each inmate per incarceration, with no consistent way of forcing the inmates to pay the booking fees. Jail Administrator Byron Hansford explained to the board that from September of 2018 to 2019, the jail collected $125,000 in booking fees, $79,000 of which paid willingly by the inmates, $45,000 seized by the staff, but that during that same year, with more than 3,600 inmates booked, they should have collected or were due more than $474,000. With Hansford's proposal to the board and thoughts to cut the booking fees in half from $130 to $65 and have judges in the respective participating counties agree to make inmates pay the booking fees before they can be released.
A lot of places, you don't get any commissary money until your booking fees is paid. But the problem with that is, again, here you are trying to chase them around and see who's putting it on where and trying to slide it through. But those ones at $65, it's $237,185 if they have to pay it. So that's what we would get. So we got last year $125,000, so that's $111,000 more that we would get by doing that.
They agreed to take all of that into consideration, reach out to those judges who, of course, are in participating counties with the jail, and then talk more about that at a later meeting. Let's talk about a brief couple of reminders real quickly on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. The first coming from the Lakefront Church of God, a reminder that they're having their Lakefront Harvest Festival tomorrow. Games, gospel music, country cooking, a silent auction, and much, much more. They hope you'll stop by, as does the District 3 Fire Department on Monday at 5. Their famous fish dinner is going to be the fundraising event for Monday. Fish, fries, puppies, slaw, and a drink, just $7 at the District 3 Fire Department. And that's it for tonight. Just gives me a second to remind you, this is how you get announcements just like these on the show, and that, of course, includes birthdays and anniversaries, brought to you nightly by McGoffin Farm Bureau. Moving on to funeral service announcements for this Friday. The first, a reminder of services to be held tomorrow for 71-year-old Pat Reed, who passed away on Monday, survived by sons Jerry Reed and Robbie Reed. Funeral services to be held tomorrow morning at 11 from the Bethlehem to Calvary Apostolic Church. Friends can call on the church for the remainder of the evening for visitation and before tomorrow morning's services. Also, in lieu of flowers, the family asks that you can make contributions to the Pat Reed Memorial Fund at the McGoffin County Funeral Home. And 76-year-old Kay Salyer, Sandra K. Blanton Salyer of Paintsville, passed away on the 2nd, formerly of McGoffin County, the daughter of the late Hassel and May Blanton. Kay survived by her husband, Winford, daughters Sherry Conley and Leanne Blair, and locally, she survived by her sister, Linda May. Visitation is going to be afternoon tomorrow and up until services that are set to begin at 2 o'clock on Sunday. Visitation and services from the Phelps & Son Funeral Home in Paintsville.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
SSI and disability cases are harder to win these days. You need all the help you can get. If the government has turned you down, I will not. Many factors are considered when a claim is being processed, like your age, education, physical, and mental disabling conditions. When it comes time to winning your disability case, you should not face a federal judge alone. You need an attorney who is experienced, determined, hardworking, knowledgeable, and dedicated to helping you win benefits that you deserve. If you need help with your SSI or disability case, call me, Donald Wayne McFarland, and let me go to work for you.
Right now, for pennies on the dollar, a huge selection of like-new laptop computers, a fresh stock of video games, the Cadillac of dog tracking and training systems, new hunting rifles, accessories, and ammo. And they always stock, buy, sell, and pawn gold and silver coins and jewelry with a new selection just in at Parkway Gun and Pawn in Sagersville, 349 Pawn. It can be one of the hardest parts of being a parent. You can beg them, bribe them, hold them down, and try to force them, and sometimes you still can't get them to take their medicine. Well, problem solved at Parkway Pharmacy with Flavor X. Let your kids customize their medicine with some of the best flavors that really do taste great, and it's totally free with your child's prescription at Parkway Pharmacy. So stop the suffering, theirs and yours, for free, and get your Flavor X flavored medicines at Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville. From brakes, exhaust, suspension, fluid changes, to expert collision and auto body, to turning your 4x4 or diesel from mild to wild, get real auto maintenance, paint, and repair at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville. 349-8785. Before we go to your weather forecast, teams on the gridiron last night in lieu of fall break and scheduling as such. McGoffin County not the only team playing last night. The Hornets were on the road, however, at Lawrence County. The Hornets were on the road at Lawrence County last night for the third week in a row. They've been on the road. That changes next Friday night. They went up against Lawrence County and the Bulldogs and came home with a win, a respectable score of 28, but Lawrence County posted 42 points on the board, and that will advance Lawrence County to a 3-3 record and 1-0 in the district. McGoffin County will meanwhile fall to 2-4 on the season. They've got a district record thus far of 0-2, and they're looking forward to hosting Floyd Central. It's a home game a week from tonight. That's right, they're coming back home for, get this, 3 out of 4 games, the last 4 games of the season, are all home games, starting with next Friday night's hosting of Floyd Central. The Hornets once again at 2-4. That loss against Lawrence County tumbles them down the Class 3A listings quite far, but they've still got some time left, certainly some time left. Johnson Central and the Eagles had no problem with Clay County last night, 44-0. That puts the Golden Eagles at 6-0, just making another run at it. It's getting to be a pretty much common occurrence and an expected occurrence from these kids. What a game. 44-0, 6-0 at Perry Central. Friday night at 7:30. That's, of course, next Friday night after last night's hosting of Clay County. Actually, the Johnson Central Golden Eagles have only one home game left on the 18th, hosting Harlan. Paintsville and the Tigers, a loss, 14-23. That was on the road at Hazard. Now, that was on September the 27th. They actually play tonight, not in Paintsville. They're on the road at Union. That's in Appalachia, Virginia. Nevertheless, they are right now sitting on a 3-2 record, no district games, so no district wins or losses. But 3-2 right now, headed to Appalachia, Virginia to take on Union in what is their 6th game of the season. So one more item of business. I'm going to wrap it up a little bit short tonight and leave you with the forecast powered by Licking Valley RECC. Some tweaks, certainly. We'll adjust a few daytime highs. We'll adjust shower chances for the latter half of your weekend, looking to still add up to a decent rainfall over the course of a couple of days starting on your Sunday. You know, even with, I think for the most part, even with Sunday being full of clouds and showers, I haven't heard many complaints about that. And of course, a lot of things happening outside this fall weekend. The Apple Festival still under full swing, and tomorrow is going to be a perfect day for it without a doubt. And so is tonight if you're going to be going out late. Take in the festivities, a low of 50 degrees, mostly clear skies, a light wind. What a beautiful, not that I have been out of the office since 7:30 this morning, but what a beautiful day in the neighborhood it has been. 50, mostly clear and a light wind. Tomorrow for your Saturday, 84, 61, mostly sunny. 20% chance of showers, but it's not until after 3 or so in the a.m. So a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. No reason not to get out and do whatever it is that you want to do. Sunday, not so much, but hey, a nice rainy day to maybe take some time, spend some lost time on the couch or missed time on the couch. Doesn't sound all that bad. 78, mostly cloudy. Your shower chances pretty much are going to be a likelihood, a 60% throughout most of the morning, day, and afternoon. And then in that evening, they'll actually go up to about 80% before 8 or 9 or so. Still looking at maybe some measurable rainfall for Sunday and into your Monday, because showers are still likely mainly before 2 o'clock or so, midday on your Monday. 67 degrees, though, as that next cold front comes through and gives us those shower chances or likelihood thereof. 67 and 47 on your Monday, actually. By Monday night, around 9 or 10, maybe some stray showers at best, with lows that night around 47. And then it's sunny and nice. 4 days and in the 70s. Tuesday, sunny and 70. Wednesday, sunny and 76. Thursday, sunny and 77. Friday, I think sunny and 78. A really, really nice stretch of some nice weather after hopefully some considerable rainfall in the middle. And that's going to wrap it up for this evening. Thank you for being a part of the program. We hope to see you back here next time. That's Monday for more of Your News Today. Enjoy your Friday, your Saturday, and even your rainy Sunday. Have a good weekend. Good night.